Hey everyone, it's Mike with It's Pittsfield Tonight. I'm going to jump right into it. And there's a few different things I want to talk about that happened this past week. So starting with February the 8th, which was the Public Works Committee discussing the bike lanes on North Street. The 9th, which was Tuesday, the City Council meeting. And then again, the next day, Wednesday, was the Committee of the Whole, but the City Council met again on Wednesday, discussing the trash. So, anyway, we'll start with the 8th. So the 8th was basically, it was a Public Works Committee, and they were discussing an item, I believe, that originated from Councilor Morandi submitted a petition to the City Council about the bike lanes on North Street and the craziness, the Play Street, the traffic pattern changes, the one lane, then the 2 lanes and 1 lanes, and head-in parking and the whole thing. So he had a petition in to have that removed. It went to this Public Works Committee. Long story short, it's staying. So, look, we got a grant for this. They rushed into it. With very little public input. I don't get it. When you know, like, if you look at the demographics of Pittsfield, we're an older community. The average age, the median age of Pittsfield is approaching 50 years old. The geography here, the layout of the city, but the geography here, the weather, all these different things that come into play, like with the weather here, how many months out of the year are you riding a bicycle? How many people ride bicycles on North Street? Every time I see a bicycle, and I do see them, it's usually people who are like all geared up with, like, you know, the whole riding spandex clothing, the whole deal, whatever it is they're wearing. And it's always like, I'm coming down a road, I can see another car coming, and then there's a bicycle there, and for some reason, it's always right when I need to pass the other car, everyone all comes together at one point, even though you're the only vehicles on the road. But anyway, I don't often see them on North Street. I never have. So I just want to see where data shows that, you know, this is going to improve our downtown area. I don't get it. During that meeting, the Public Works Commissioner, Ricardo, even said in the beginning they complained about traffic backups the first week or two, couple weeks when they implemented these changes and knocked that down to 1 lane. And he said after that, we didn't have them anymore. Well, one of the reasons for that might be because everyone said, I'm not going down North Street anymore. I don't know. I don't know if this is good or bad. I'd like to see the data that shows this is all going to have a positive effect. If it's going to have a positive effect, I'm all for it. I don't see it. So, anyways, we're stuck with it till the pilot program runs its course, which I believe was a full year. So we're stuck with it till the fall. I hope everyone remembers that coming time to vote who supported what things. But don't worry, I'll remind everyone. So another thing, we'll go to the City Council meeting on Tuesday, the 10th. It's Tuesday the 10th? I believe it was. Maybe Wednesday was the 10th. I don't know. Yes, Tuesday was the 9th. So the City Council meeting on the 9th. And there was quite a few things on the agenda. I'm going to start with, just in order, how these caught my attention. So a company, anytime anybody wants to do business in a community or in Pittsfield, you have to submit for permits, and you have to, you know, a lot of times you have to go in front of the council or different boards and committees and things you have to do. So anyways, this cell phone company, their business is buying used cell phones that they refurbish and resell, or if they dispose of them. They sell them for recyclable material. And they're a big company. They own Gazelle. Many of you probably heard of Gazelle or seen their commercials on TV where they say, we'll buy your phone and it's easy. You go to our website, we send you this and this and this. And anyways, they own them. They have, I believe the gentleman representing the company at the city council meeting said they have over 4,400 locations or something like that. So he was there he wants approval to put a kiosk inside Walmart. It would be like near Coinstar and that kind of stuff, where you could sell old cell phones. And so he's giving this short presentation, pretty standard presentation. Everything was going fine. And then in his presentation, he said that, of course, when it comes to buying the cell phones, we do everything in accordance with the law. We take photographs of the people when they're selling them, and we share everything with law enforcement. They don't need subpoenas or anything like that. Everything is theirs. They cooperate 100%. As soon as he said that, Helen Moon's head went up. It was like, as soon as he said that, I said, oh, that's it for him. That's a death sentence for him. But, so anyways, Helen Moon asked him a lot of questions pertaining to that, which it seemed like what they do is standard security stuff. Then Dina Lampiasi, same thing. Patrick Kavey, they really grilled this guy, and I don't think he was prepared for that. So he said, look, once they've sold over 26 or dealt with over 26 million devices, and out of those 26 million devices in all the years they've been in business, they've had 2 cases with Facebook apps where a vendor left somebody's Facebook app on there, but no information was taken or anything like that. They caught it, and that they no longer deal with that vendor. Didn't matter. Councilors Councilors Kavey, Councilors Moon, Councilors Lampiasi voted against them. It did pass 7-4, but they voted against them. They wanted to stop them from doing business because they cooperate with law enforcement, I guess. I don't know. That's what it sounded like. So that was interesting. Councilor Mafuccio went back and forth on some things regarding our certified free cash account with our finance director, Kerwood, that hopefully that he can understand after they do it. But basically, we have $5.3 million of certified free cash, $4.2 million in stabilization, and $3.8 million in outstanding, or $3.8 million. I guess there's a surplus here. Oh, $3.8 million of undesignated fund balance. And then basically what happens is from that $3.8 million, all our outstanding receivables and grant deficits and all these things get subtracted from that. Whatever's left of that when that happens gets added to the $5.3 million of free cash. Councilor Mafuccio and Finance Director Kerwood, he couldn't understand it. So that was an interesting part of the conversation. That wasted a whole lot of time. Of course, they voted to approve to move the meetings back to 6 o'clock and put a 4-hour cap on them, which is ridiculous. If they would just maybe eliminate the use of the words and that right there could cut 2 to 2.5 hours off the council meetings. But, they've been working hard, I guess, and anything more than 4 hours didn't seem acceptable to them. So it was unbelievable. So then they got into trash. That was the big issue. We got into talking about trash here, which I'll get to that last because that got referred to the committee of the whole. So a lot of arguing, a lot of stuff going by, a lot of nonsense that, again, I don't understand why the city council president allows some of the stuff to be discussed that they do. I think that's where your problem is. If the meetings are running too long, it's who's running the meeting. I mean, who do you blame? It's the person in charge, doesn't the buck stops here? I don't know. I feel like I've been saying that for 2.5, 3 years. Okay. So then Kavey and Lampiasi submitted some petition where they want $1 million from free cash for HEPA filters for the school systems, which they hadn't even asked the mayor yet what has already been done, what type of filtration systems are in there. None of that. So, but they want $1 million for that, which I thought was ridiculous. I'd have to agree with Councilor Persip on that. There's no proof that HEPA filters even do anything at all. So that's amazing that they want to do this, what they want to do with trash to supposedly save money, but you got councilors who want $1 million for filters that we don't need. So that will continue. And that was Councilors Kavey and Lampiasi. And then Councilor Persip went on again, blah, 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 about some trash and stuff like that. And then evidently the worst thing you can say to a city councilor is, you signed up for this. Apparently they take great offense to that. That was mentioned by a couple of the councilors, I think Persip and Councilor Moon. And then Councilor Moon threw a bless your heart towards Patrick Kavey, which was kind of funny. And they were talking about how the length of the council meetings and, the trials and tribulations of what they have to go through as city councilors. And wasting more time that could have been doing something productive. So that's that. That was the city council meeting. I don't know. Just remember election time's coming up. Then the next night, committee of the whole meeting. Again, these horrible Zoom conference calls anyways. That needs to stop. I can't wait till it can be fair where the public can actually have a voice. So this was about trash. So the company that came in that's pushing this pay-as-you-throw program, which to me sounded almost like I didn't like it. I think it's an absolute wrong, complete fit for Pittsfield. It's plastic bags, and that's why. There's other reasons I do, but that's the main reason. I think if you're going to do anything, it has to be a toter program that's been brought up in the past, but it has to be done right. But bags, not the way to go around here. They get ripped open too easy, the type of environment we have, and trash ends up everywhere, and it's ridiculous. I say no go on that. But anyway, so this guy gives this presentation, which I thought was horrible, and out of nowhere, Councilor Mafuccio calls charter objection. When a councilor calls a charter objection, that's the end. So the meeting came to an abrupt end. No more discussion. So I don't know. I think now's the wrong time to be discussing this trash anyway. Some of the things they say seem to be completely ridiculous. And now's the wrong time to be discussing this. Let's wait till we get out of this pandemic and see things that are going on. Let's wait till we can have meetings where the public can go and speak. Let's wait till it can be fair. There's no... why does this have to be so urgent now? And, when the guy was giving his presentation about how wonderful this was and how it was going to save everyone money, I want to know, out of any of the communities that participate in this program, we know we're one of the 5 communities in the state that are at our tax levy ceiling. Are any of the other participants? I'd like to find that out. They could be, but I'd like to find that out. But it sounded like a horrible idea right now. So that's that. That's the drama. Look, it's election time or election year. It ain't election time. We're still till November, but it's campaigning all year. We need new city councilors. Let's get a whole new council. That's what I say. So run for council. All the people that have contacted me, I'm still getting back to some, but I hope more keep contacting me. The more the merrier. Everybody run. Anybody can. Everybody should. One of the things that bothers me is, one of the largest age demographics in the city is senior citizens, and they have no representation on that council, and they definitely won't after council. And I'm not picking on councilors Connell and Morandi, but I know Councilor Connell is in his early 60s. We have nobody representing one of our largest demographics. I'd like to see one of our retired community members that has a ton of knowledge to offer, and have representation for the senior portion of our community. I think it's only fair. So anyway, that's it. That's it for now. I'll have another video out Monday. So everyone enjoy the rest of your weekend, and be good to each other. Be safe. Wear your mask. Do the things we have to do. Get vaccinated. All that great stuff. And hopefully this year will slowly play out into a normal year, so we can have a wonderful time in a Pittsfield political season. All right, so that's it for now. I'll catch y'all on Monday.